In this class, we are going to discuss about rest and motion. In our daily life, we used to see so many objects or so many things which are continuously move, and we may see some objects or things which may not move. If you consider the wall will be at wall won't move. In the same way, if you consider a tree won't move. Buildings, mountains, so they can't move by their own. They won't move at all. And if you consider a moving car, moving bus, moving train, moving aeroplane, so they all are moving. A bird which is flying in air, a fish which is swimming in water. So like that we can consider so many things which are moving and which are not moving. So what we call that? For example, I am considering the pen like this, and I am saying that the pen is at rest. Can you all agree with it? The pen is at rest. So you may or may not agree with this. I may say that the pen is not at rest. The reason is, if you consider the pen, if you observe the pen from some other instant other than earth, so we know that earth is rotating. So while the earth is rotating, I am on the surface of the earth, I am also rotating, and pen is in my hand, so this is also rotating. So in physics, we can say that in this universe, no body is said to be at rest or absolute rest. No body remains at absolute rest. The reason is, the planets move, a sun moves, and a galaxy also moves. Sun moves in the Milky Way galaxy, and galaxy also moves. So in universe, all the bodies used to move. So we can't say that absolute rest or exact rest. All bodies tends to move. But here, how I can say the body is not moving? Yes, if I consider in this room a wall, a ceiling, a floor, ground floor, and side all these walls, if I place the pen like this, and if I measure the distance between the wall and distance between ceiling and pen and other surface of the wall, so the distance won't change. So by that I can consider that the position of pen doesn't change. So I can say that the pen is not moving. So if the position is same with respect of time and with respect of surrounding, then I consider that the pen doesn't move at all. That means I can say that the pen is at rest. So rest in the sense, if the position of a body doesn't change with time, with respect to time and surrounding, so we have to compare the surrounding also. With the comparison of surrounding, if the position of the pen doesn't change, then we can say that the pen is at rest. Or else, first the pen is here, it moved like this. Now what happens if you measure the distance again? The distance won't come same. As it is here, the distance won't come same. That means the distance changes. So distance changed in the sense the pen is making some movement. So we can say that the pen is in motion with respect to the surroundings only and with respect to time. We have to take these two as references, surroundings and time. With the surroundings, if the position of the pen changes, then we can say that the pen is in motion. See, if the position of a body changes continuously with the time and surrounding, then it is said to be in motion. So this is about rest and motion. Can we say the rest is absolute? No, we can't say the rest is absolute. It depends upon the observer who is observing it. See, for me, this side, it is right. But who are watching this video, it will be left to you. In the same way, the right appears left and left appears right. For someone it may be right, and for some people it may be left. In the same way, top may be down for someone and down may be top for someone. If you consider the earth like this, so person who is here may think he is at top. So according to him he is down. But according to him he is up and he is down. So up and down, left and right, and in the same way day and night. Day and night is also not exact. For example, if it is daytime in India, it will be nighttime in America. So day and night are also relative. It's not exact. Up and down, left and right, day and night. In the same way, there is no absolute rest, there is no absolute motion. So they are also relative. Rest and motion are also relative. We can't say the exact rest position or exact motion. And if you consider, it depends upon the observer who is observing the particular object or particular vehicle. And here that belongs to the frame of reference. Frame of reference is nothing but it is a background from which observations are made. So it depends upon the observer. Consider an example. A and B, two persons are there, A and B. They are sitting in the same train which is in motion. And C is another person who is on the platform. So A and B are sitting in a train which is moving and C is on the platform. So if I ask a question A, whether B is at rest or motion, then A will give answer that B is at rest. So for the person A, both are sitting in a train. So for A, B seems to be at rest. If I ask the same question to person C who is on platform, he will give the answer that B is not at rest but he is in motion, he is moving along with the train. See, person B is same, person didn't change here, but for A, B is at rest, but for C, B is in motion. Person is same, but for one person he is at rest and for another person he is in motion. So by this we can say that rest and motion are relative. Or if you consider a luggage which is kept in the train, according to the train, the velocity of the luggage is 0. But if you compare the velocity of luggage with respect to the ground or track, it will be having some value. The reason is the velocity is relative here. So the moving body is relative. It's not exact. It depends upon the observer and the position of the observer, from where the observer is observing. That comes to the reference frame. So the point, according to the point of observer, the body may be at rest or the body may be in motion. So this is about rest, motion and frame of reference. Thank you.